Today in space, we've got a sun that doesn't move, and we've got a globe Earth that seems to be moving in two different directions at the same time. Yes, you guessed it, we're jumping on board the Chinese space station. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to play the clip in its entirety. It's only a short clip, and then I'm going to come back and break it down. Things to look out for. 1. Pay particular attention to the fact the light source, the sun, never moves. Never moves despite the fact the space station's orientation around globe Earth changes on screen right before our eyes. The sun never moves despite those so-called changes of orientation of the space station. And because the sun never moves, we get no shadows moving whatsoever on the stationary items like the rocket nozzles, for example, under the satellite dish here. And what makes it even worse is halfway through this, see if you can spot it, we get to see a clip of the Earth seemingly moving in two different directions at once. Yeah, this is terrible. So I'll play it, like I say, in its entirety, then we'll come back and break this tosh down. First of all, I blended an image from the start of the video to an image at the end of the video where the Chinese space station's orientation around globe Earth has changed, as we can see. But strangely enough, the light source is exactly the same. Exactly the same, despite the so-called change of orientation of the Chinese space station. The fact even the rays are exactly the same proves that this is a lighting tower and a Chinese space prop stroke space station with a globe Earth that's being projected into the background. Otherwise, the craft's orientation or change in orientation would show a change of the position of the sun, the light source. It doesn't. It's an obvious space prop lighting tower set up with a projection of the Earth in the background. And if that wasn't bad enough, now we're going to zoom in and we're going to actually see the Earth is moving in two different directions at the same time. This is really tacky space pantomime, I can tell you. And then when I zoom in on this clip, top right I've got the Earth seemingly going away from us. Then I look bottom left, I've got the Earth seemingly coming from our left to our right. Strange. So top right, the Earth seemingly going away from us. Bottom left, the Earth's coming from our left to our right. So to summarise, we've got a sun that doesn't move, but we've got an Earth that seems to move in two different directions at the same time. Dear, oh dear.